अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी वयस्सिर ली अमरी वाहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। This is going to be the third video of this lesson, named Indigo, from Flamingo textbook. Let's begin to read from the place where I stopped last time. I have already uploaded 2 videos of this lesson. This is very easy lesson, very based on history, right? It is about one of the greatest and versatile personality, leader Mahatma Gandhi ji. Let's begin to read. I would request all the students to have the textbook in your hand so you can understand it well. I am reading from page number 49, right? From paragraph 3rd, from page number 49. Let's try to understand. It's very important to know the minute detail of this lesson, right? So let's begin to read it. At this point, Gandhiji arrived in Champaran. So Gandhiji arrived at Champaran, right? Rajendra Shukla played a very great role to bring Gandhiji from Gujarat to Champaran, because he always followed Gandhiji and he wanted Gandhiji to fight on behalf of people of Champaran. Gandhiji arrived in Champaran. Let's see what happened. He began by trying to get the facts. Gandhi started collecting the facts. First, he visited the secretary of the British Landlord Association. First time, because he was a barrister, he was a great lawyer. He went to meet the secretary of British Landlord Association. Let's see what Gandhiji is there talking. The secretary told him that they could give no information to an outsider. See, they refused Gandhiji to give any information about this case to an outsider. Gandhi answered that he was no outsider. Gandhi said he was no outsider. Next, Gandhiji called on the British official commissioner of the Tirhut division in which the Champaran district lay. Gandhi went to meet official commissioner of Tirhut division in which the Champaran district lay. The commissioner, what did the commissioner say? Gandhi reports, proceeded to bully me. Instead of discussing, the Gandhi reported in his biography, proceeded to bully me. Bully यानी दादागिरी करनी, and advised me forthwith to leave Tirhut. Forthwith means immediately, and he strictly told me to leave Tirhut. Otherwise, very strong action would be taken against Gandhiji. So you must have understood. Let me explain you in nutshell so you can understand it well. Proceeded, begin of course of action, that is the meaning of proceeded. Bully means trying to harm other, considering them to be weak, that is bully, dadagiri karna. Forthwith, immediately. So let me explain in nutshell so you can understand. When Gandhiji arrived at Champaran, he decided to gather the facts. For this, he visited the secretary of the British Landlord Association. The secretary didn't answer him because he could not give any information to an outsider. After this, he went to the commissioner of the Tirhut division. Champaran district was under the Tirhut division. The commissioner not only threatened Gandhiji but also suggested him to leave Tirhut immediately. So this is I have summarized in nutshell the paragraph number 10. Let's see paragraph number 11. Gandhiji didn't leave. Was Gandhiji was threatened to leave Tirhut. Gandhiji didn't leave. He is from Gujarat. We are proud to be a Gujarati. We do have a great leader. We had a great leader from Porbandar named Gandhiji. He didn't leave. Instead, he proceeded to Motihari. Instead of leaving, he proceeded to Motihari, the capital of Champaran. Okay, so he went to the capital of Champaran. What did he do? Let's know. What did he do over there? Let us know together. Several lawyers accompanied him. He was accompanied by several lawyers. At the railway station, vast multitude greeted Gandhiji. Multitude means crowd. He went to a house and using it as a headquarters, continued his investigation. He just started collecting the information about the that case for which he was fighting. A report came in that a peasant had been maltreated in nearby village. When Gandhiji was there at that particular place, there was a news that Gandhiji had been. There was a news that one person nearby village had been maltreated by a landlord. Gandhi decided to go and see. Okay. The next morning he started out on the back of an elephant. He was there on the back of the elephant and going towards that village where that person, one peasant, one farmer was very maltreated. The next morning he started out on the back of an elephant. He had not proceeded far when the police superintendent's messenger overtook him and ordered him to return to town in his carriage. So he was overtaken by police and he was stopped, he was halted, he was stopped on the way and he was told to go back to the place that he came from, right? And Gandhiji, and he was given notice. Gandhiji complied. Gandhiji obeyed the order. That is the meaning of complied. The messenger drove Gandhiji home, where he served him with an official notice to quit Champaran immediately. Gandhiji was given notice in which it was written that he should leave Champaran immediately. Gandhiji signed a receipt for the notice. Gandhiji took the notice, he put his signature and wrote on it that he would disobey the order. And he wrote it clearly that he is not ready to follow the order of this government. So let me explain you in a nutshell so you can understand. I already explained you the word meaning. Now explanation. Though Gandhiji was threatened by the commissioner, he didn't leave the place. He then went to Motihari, which was the capital of Champaran. He was joined by several lawyers. When they reached the station, they were welcomed by a large number of people. He then went to a house which was later converted into his headquarters. He started his inquiry into the headquarters. He started his inquiry into the matter. Gandhi decided to visit nearby village when he came to know about the incident of ill treatment with a peasant. He was on his way on an elephant when the supervisor messenger stopped him and ordered him to return back to the town. Gandhiji followed him and the messenger took him back to his home. He was then served a notice which ordered him to quit movement and return back. Gandhi received the notice and signed a receipt on which he wrote that he would not obey the order. This is the explanation. This is the summary of this paragraph. Let's know further. In consequence, Gandhi received summons to appear in court the next day. Gandhi did not follow the order of the government to leave that particular place. As he disobeyed the order, he was given summons by the court to present himself before the court. That was the case. All night, Gandhiji remained away. Gandhiji did not sleep that night. He telegraphed Rajendra Prasad to come from Bihar with influence and friends. He sent instruction to that ashram. He wired full report to the viceroy. He informed Rajendra Prasad, asked him to come with influential people. Right? He also wired about his presence and about his case to ashram also. He sent instruction to the ashram that he had to be there in Bihar for a long time. And he also reported to the viceroy. Morning found the town of Motihari black with peasants. People came to know that there is one person wearing dhoti far away from Gujarat, came for their help and is in trouble because he is fighting for us, he is fighting for our well-being. So the huge crowd gathered for the support of Gandhiji. They didn't know Gandhiji record in South Africa. They were not, who is this Gandhiji? They had merely heard that Mahatma, who wanted to help them, was in trouble with the authorities. Their spontaneous demonstration in thousands around the courthouse was the beginning of the liberation from the fear of the British. They started demonstration, they started campaign, they started speaking slogan against the British, and it was the huge demonstration, and it was the first time that it was the beginning of the liberation from the fear of the British. Let me explain in nutshell so you can understand. This is second time I explain you so you can understand. As a result, Gandhiji got summoned to opinion court next day. Gandhiji was not able to sleep the whole night. He telegraphed Rajendra Prasad and asked him to come to Bihar and get some powerful people along. He sent some guideline to the ashram and also telegraphed the whole matter to the viceroy. Next morning, Motihari was full of peasants as they wanted to support Gandhiji. None of them knew about his work in South Africa. They only knew that there was a Mahatma who wanted to help them and was in trouble due to the official. They started gathering in front of the courthouse. The incident was their attempt of setting themselves free from the fear of the British. This is the explanation. Okay. 13th paragraph. The official felt powerless without Gandhiji's cooperation. He helped them regulate the crowd. It was a huge crowd and it was uncontrollable, right? And these British were not, these white-skinned people were not able to control the crowd. The huge crowd came for the support of Gandhiji, and Gandhiji regulated the crowd. Gandhi just ordered the crowd to control themselves, and they controlled. He was polite and friendly. Yes, this is the personality of Gandhiji. We are proud to have such great leader in our country. Polite and friendly. He was giving them concrete proof that there might. Now Gandhiji indirectly threatened these British people that this huge crowd can be a threat for you. Hitherto means ab tak, right? Dreaded and unquestioned, not examined. Just now, up till now, it's very dangerous. There can be danger consequences. Could be challenged by Indians. If you take any action against me, you could be challenged by Indians. The government was baffled. Government was confused. What to do? The prosecutors, right? The prosecutor requested the judge to postpone the trial. It was decided to postpone the trial. Apparently, the authorities wished to consult their superior. Now they had to consult their superior. They were in such a space, they were such in a position that they were not able to decide. If they give punishment to Gandhiji for disobeying the order, then the crowd might damage the property, or the crowd which is there outside the court might create ruckus or hue and cry, or might kill British. There can be any consequences. So they got baffled and they decided to consult their superiors. Concrete story, hitherto earlier previously dreaded, regarded with great fear of, appearing baffled, confused. Prosecutor means lawyer or barrister. Already explained you. Now let me summarize. As the crowd gathered in front of the court building, it became difficult for officers to control the mob. They had to take Gandhiji's help to regulate the crowd. Gandhiji politely told the officials that if they would misuse their power, then there were chances that they would have to face the revolt from the Indians. As the situation was getting tougher, the lawyer requested the court to postpone the trial by some days. The authority decided to first consult the higher authorities. This is the explanation. Let's begin to read further. The government was Gandhi protested against the delay. Gandhi protested. You should give a judgment either in favor of me or against me. You should not delay. He read a statement pleading guilty, and he was reading before the court his statement with much polite way, because he was a civilized person. He was not, and he know how to fight against these white-skinned people. He was involved. He was saying before the court, he was involved. He told the court, in a conflict of duties, he had two duties. Number one, on the one hand, not to set a bad example as a lawbreaker. He is not giving an example as a law breaker. He is not against the law of this country. On the other hand, to render the humanitarian and national service. If he is there following the law, then he is there doing injustice to the peasant. So he disobeyed the law because on humanitarian kind, because he wanted to help these peasants who are being exploited by the landlord. So he disobeyed the law on the ground of humanitarian grounds, right? For humanitarian service, for the human being, for these peasants, for these poor people. Other hand, to render the humanitarian national service for which he had come, and that is the reason he had come. He disregarded the order to leave, for which he disregarded the order to leave, not for want of respect for the lawful authority, but in obedience to the higher law of our being, the voice of conscience. His conscience, his do and don't. His conscience doesn't allow him to leave this peasant on the way, right? But instead of living on the way, he decided to fight. He decided to support these peasant farmers who are being exploited by this landlord, and because of this reason, he is there supporting them. He asked the penalty due. Yeah, the magistrate announced that he would pronounce sentence after 2 hours recess and asked Gandhiji to furnish bail for those 120 minutes. When he pleaded, when he was saying this statement before the court, the magistrate decided that he would give judgment after 2 hours, after such a long break, and he asked that meanwhile he can go, he is allowed to go, right, for 2 hours, and for releasing him for 2 hours he have to write a bail form. Judge released him without, okay. Gandhiji refused, the judge released him without bail. Gandhiji refused to fill the form of bail, and it was decided by the British magistrate to release him without a bail, and it was the first time that Gandhiji won against the British. Let me explain you in nutshell so you can. Gandhiji objected against the delay in the proceeding of the case. He read a statement in front of the court in which he accepted his fault in a very humble manner. He said that he was not a lawbreaker and didn't want to go against the law, but his duty towards humanity has a greater influence on him, and it forced him to do so. He refused to leave the town because he wanted to help the sharecropper, as it was his moral duty. The magistrate asked him to arrange for bail because he was going to give his judgment after the 2-hour long break. Gandhi refused to seek bail, and later he was released without it. Okay, I will explain you. Almost 18 minutes have passed, and we have been asked to make a video of 15 minutes at least, because if I will make a long prolonged video, then it would consume your MB or GB, so better to stop over here. We'll start from over here, inshallah. Third video got finished. We'll begin fourth video from here when the court reconvenes. If you have any query, question, you can write down in the comment box given below the video, right? I would request all the students to go through this Indigo lesson, study yourself, become self-reliant. That is a great message given by Gandhiji, to become self-reliant. We should not depend on others. We should not even depend on our teachers. We are that much able and capable and mature people to study, can study well and can get very good marks. I would request all students to watch my video, and if there is any query, feel free to ask me. And can write down in the comment box. Allah Hafiz.